the problem on design of a water tank resting on ground, rigid base using approximate method of design that I was covered. Now today I am going to tell you how to design the water tank, circular water tank resting on ground when IS code method is used. Okay, so let's start. Let's start design of a circular water tank resting on ground, rigid base using IS code method of design. Okay, using, sorry, I will write it clearly, using IS code method, using IS code method of design. Okay, in these steps you have to use the IS 3370 part 4, IS 3370 part 4, isn't it? Now same steps you have to follow. Whatever we have done in approximate method, same step you have to follow. But for calculation of hoop tension and calculation of bending moment, formula is different. That means you have to calculate the bending moment and a hoop tension using the IS code method. In IS code, IS 3370 formula is there, and using that formula you have to find out the bending moment and hoop tension. Now remember that while designing the water tank, first you have to provide the thickness. And if you provide the thickness, next thing what you have to do, you have to check that provided thickness for bending moment, and you have to check that provided thickness for the hoop tension. That's it. And provide the reinforcement. Okay. So I will tell you how to solve the problem using IS code method. In step number 1, calculate. Diameter of a tank. We know that it is volume is equal to pi by 4 diameter square into height of water. Using this formula, you have to find out the diameter, internal diameter of tank. Okay. Now, what is in step 2? Provide approximate thickness for wall. Using approximate thumb rule, that is T is equal to 30H plus 50. It gives the thickness in mm. Okay. In step number 2, we have provided the thickness. Now you have to check that whether this provided thickness is sufficient for bending moment and hoop tension. That you have to check. Okay. Now in step number 3, what you have to do, directly calculate bending moment at base. Otherwise you have to calculate hoop tension also. But the predominant force on a wall is bending moment. So you have to find out the bending moment first, and you have to check the provided thickness for that bending moment, and then you have to check the provided thickness for hoop tension. Now in previous steps, in approximate method of design, so what is the formula for hoop tension? What is the formula for bending moment? The formula for bending moment at that type is m is equal to gamma w into h dash square into h divided by 6. But in this case you have to use the IS code method. In IS 3370, page number 35 and 36. Page number 35 and 36. You have to refer and find out the bending moment and hoop tension. when you want to find out the bending moment in the IS code method, so formula is available in IS code on page number 36. Okay, so what is the formula? Bending moment M is equal to coefficient into gamma W into H cube. So this is the formula for finding the bending moment using IS code method. Okay, so this coefficient, this coefficient for bending moment is available. This coefficient of bending moment is available on page number 36 and table number 10. Okay, but this coefficient depends on h square upon d into t ratio. Okay, so coefficient depends on h square upon d into t ratio. H square upon d into t ratio. You have to first find out the h square upon d into t and calculate the coefficient from the table 10 and put here and find out the bending moment, isn't it? So I will tell you exactly how you have to pick the coefficient from the table 10. Okay, so the table 10 is having a texture like this. So in first column, h square upon d into t ratio there, okay, like this. So h square upon d into t ratio is there, okay, and in the horizontal side the coefficients are available for 0.1h, 0.2h, 0.3h, like this up to 1h. The coefficients are available here. The coefficients are given like this. Coefficients are given like this in that table. So what you have to do? You have to first find out the h square upon d into t ratio and pick up the maximum coefficient. Pick up the maximum coefficient from this table, whether it is occur on 0.2h, 0.3h, 1h, at any h. You have to take the maximum coefficient, put in this formula and find out the bending moment without considering the signs, because the coefficients are having signs, and if that signs are not a mathematical signs, that signs having some different meaning. That means the negative sign is nothing but negative sign is for indicate that tension on inner side. Negative sign indicate the tension on inner side, and positive sign indicate the tension on outer side. Okay, so like this you have to find out the take down coefficients, and you have to put this coefficient in the formula and find out the bending moment. So what exactly the meaning of this 0.1h, 0.2h, 0.3h? So these values are okay. So this is the cross sectional view of a tank. At top, at 0.1h, 0.1h, 0.2h, at this 0.3h, 0.4h, 0.5h, like this exactly 1h. At each stage, at each level of the water tank wall, okay, at each level, at this 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 level, at each section of this wall, these coefficients are given, and you have to find out the maximum coefficient and calculate the bending moment, isn't it? Now I will draw this. Now once you have the bending moment, check in step number 4. In step number 4, check provided thickness of wall is sufficient sufficient for bending moment or not. Check your provided thickness of wall is sufficient for bending moment or not. That's for that you have to use the formula m is equal to RBD square. M is equal to RBD square. From this you have to find out the depth required and depth provided. Okay. So from this formula you get the depth required. You get depth required, and this depth required is less than depth provided. Is less than depth provided. Then our wall is safe for the bending moment. Then our wall is safe for the bending moment. And finally, in step number 5, provide vertical bending moment steel. Provide vertical bending moment steel. How it is provided? AST is equal to bending moment divided by sigma ST into J into D. Bending moment provided by sigma ST into J into D. So this is the formula for finding the steel for the under and for section, and this steel should not be less than 0.3% of gross cross section area for concrete. This steel should not be less than 0.3% of gross cross section area of a concrete. So this is the design of a wall for the bending moment. Now you have to check the provided thickness is sufficient for hoop tension or not. You have to check whether your provided thickness is sufficient for hoop tension or not. Now you have to go for step number 6. Now you have to go for the step number 6. Now to go for the step number 6. Okay. So calculate hoop tension now. Calculate hoop tension, but you are using the IS code method. So hoop tension is calculated using IS code coefficient. So coefficient multiplied by gamma W into diameter into, I will check it because this formula is available on page number 35. Coefficient into gamma W into H. Coefficient into gamma W into H into diameter by 2. Okay, into diameter by 2. Okay. So in the IS code on page number 35, this formula is available, and in this place it is written in IS code radius. So radius is nothing but it is diameter by 2. Using this formula, you have to find out the hoop tension. Okay. Again, this coefficient depends on h square upon d into t ratio. This coefficient depends on h square upon d into t ratio. Already you have calculated the h square upon t, h square upon d into t ratio. Okay. And using IS 3370 part 4 on page number 35, table 9 is there. On page number 35, table 9 is there, and the table number 9 is having same appearance as our previous table. And these coefficients are depends on h square upon d ratio. You have to first find out the h square upon d ratio. Pick up the maximum coefficient from table. Pick up the maximum coefficient for table. Neglect the sign, and find out the hoop tension. Isn't it? Okay. Now next stage, once you find out the hoop tension, then you have to provide in step number 7, provide the hoop steel. Provide the hoop steel, that is the AST hoop is equal to T divided by sigma ST. So this is the simple formula. Using this formula, you have to provide the hoop steel. Okay. Now you have to check that whether you have provided the thickness of wall is sufficient for this hoop tension or not. For that, what you have to do? Check provided depth. Check provided thickness of wall. Check provided thickness of wall for hoop tension. T. How it should be checked? you have a formula T is equal to 1000 into T plus m minus 1 into AST whole into sigma CT actual. Okay, from this formula you have to find out the sigma CT actual, and if this value is less than, you get the sigma CT actual from this formula, and if this value is less than sigma CT permissible, then our provided thickness is safe for the hoop tension. Okay, so what we have done, we have provided the thickness in first step, and that thickness you should satisfy for the bending moment and hoop tension. That's it. Okay, now the last step, what you have to do? The last step is ninth step. Provide base slab. That means provide base slab means provide suitable thickness. Okay, so provide suitable thickness. Provide sufficient thickness or suitable thickness. Provide suitable thickness for base slab. And provide minimum steel. As usual. Okay. Now I will solve one problem related to design of a circular water tank resting on ground when it is rigid base using ice-cold method. Using that our just now whatever you have completed, we have completed that steps. Using that step, I am going to solve this problem. Okay. So this problem was asked on May 2019 for 16 marks. Design circular water tank for 5,50,000 liters of water. Depth of water in tank is 4.5 meter. Base and wall is rigid. Okay. And use the ice-cold method. So here clearly mentioned use the ice-cold method. So you can use now we are strictly to use the ice-cold method and use ice-cold method of design N20 and Fe250. This is the combination for material. So I will start to solve the problem. Okay. Now step number one. So capacity of a tank. Capacity of tank is 5,50,000 liters of water. 5,50,000 liters of water. Before that, I will write here height of water is 4.5 meter, and it will use M20 and Fe250 combination. So I will do this. Okay. So what is the capacity in meter cube? So capacity in meter cube is 5,50,000 liters divided by 1,000. It is 550 meter cube. So this is the capacity of a tank in meter cube. Now diameter of a tank. Now what is the diameter of a tank? Diameter of tank is calculated. So volume is equal to pi by 4 diameter square into height of water. So to put 550 pi by 4 into diameter square into height of water is 4.5 meter. Height of water is 4.5 meter. So now I have calculated 550 into 4 divided by pi into 4.5. Okay, under root of answer is 12.47. So internal diameter of tank is 12.47 meter. Put as it is. Okay. Now step number 2, provide Provide thickness of wall. Provide thickness of wall using approximate formula, that is T is equal to 30h plus 50. T is equal to 30h plus 50. But the small h is the height of a wall. Small h is the height of wall. Now what is the capital H? Capital H is small h plus freeboard. Plus freeboard. So small h is 4.5. Assume freeboard 0.2. So capital H is 4.7 meter. Capital H is 4.7 meter. So I will write here capital H is equal to 4.7 meter, and diameter of a tank is 12.47 meter. If we require these values in further steps, so I will use it. Okay. So diameter is 12.47 meter. The thickness, now you have to find the thickness of wall, and for that you have to know the capital H value. Capital H is 4.7 meter. So what is the thickness of wall? It is 30h. H is 4.7 plus 50. Okay. So I will calculate it. 30h. The thickness is 191 mm. So say as 200 mm. This value is more than 150 mm, so it is okay. This value is more than 150 mm, so it is okay. Check that whether in any condition the thickness of wall should not be less than 150 mm. Okay. So this is okay now. Now what you have to do in step number 3? What you have to do in step number 3? Diameter decided, thickness of wall decided. Now you have to go for the calculation of a bending moment. Now calculate bending moment at base. Calculate bending moment at base. So the formula for bending moment in I-Sport method. So bending moment M is equal to coefficient multiplied by gamma W into H cube. Coefficient multiplied by gamma W into H cube. So this is the formula. This is the formula for bending moment. So this is the formula for bending moment. Now how the coefficient is calculated? So this coefficient you have to take from IS 3370 part 4. So on page number 36 and table 10. Page number 36 and table 10. So page number 36, table 10, correct. This coefficient depends on h square upon d into t ratio. So first we have to find out the h square upon d into t ratio. So what is the capital H? Capital H is 4.7 square. Diameter is 12.47. Thickness is 200 mm. So all other values are in meter. So you have to put the thickness also in meter. Okay. 4.7 square divided by 12.47 into 0.2. So H upon D ratio is 8.85. H upon D ratio is 8.85. Now you have to go for the table. Okay. Now what you have to do? So you have to refer the page number 36, table number 10. Here h square upon d into t ratio. H square upon d into t ratio. So our h square upon d into t ratio is 8.85. So it lies in between 8 to 10. It lies in between 8 to 10. Now what you have to do? You have to pick the maximum value for 8 and maximum value for 10. Maximum value for 8 and maximum value for 10. So maximum value for 8, I will check here. It is 0.0146. It is 0.0146 for 1h. And for 10 also. It is 0.0122. point naught 0.0122, 0.0122. So these are the coefficients for height 1h. So what you have to do? You have to pick the maximum coefficient. Don't go for the any other coefficients. And maximum coefficient at what h it develops, only that you have to write here. Only that you have to write here. Okay, I will check it again. For 8, it is 0.0146, and for 10, it is 0.0122, and both are negative. So what is the meaning of negative? The negative meaning is negative sign indicate the tension on inner side. The tension on inner side of the wall. So what is the negative meaning? So negative means tension on inner side of wall. So I will tell you exactly what is the inner side and outer side when I am going to sketch the reinforcement details. Okay, now what you have to do? Now you have to interpolate. So interpolation is, as per our consideration, for 8 it is 0.0146, and for 10 it is 0.0122. So what is the value for our 8.85 interpolation? 8.85 interpolation. I will do it. The main difference is 2. What is the main difference? 0.0146 minus 0.0122. It is 0.024, I think so. 0.024. Okay. So 0.0146, 0.0024 is okay. Now we have to take the difference of this. It is 10 minus 8.85. It is 1.15. So that what is the x? 1.15 0.0024 divided by 2. X is 0.00138. 0.00138. Okay. 0.00138. So 0.00138 is 8. Okay. So what is the coefficient? The coefficient is calculated by adding this x in this value. Okay. So 0.0122 plus 0.00138. Okay. So this is 0.01358. So this is the coefficient. 0.01358. So this is the coefficient, isn't it? This is the coefficient. Is it clear to you? So already the coefficient is this. So find out the bending moment. So bending moment M is equal to 0.01358 multiplied by gamma W is 10, and our capital H is 4.7 cube. What is the bending moment? It is 0.01358 into 10 into 4.7 cube. 4.7 cube. So the value is 14.09 kilonewton meter. So this is the bending moment. 14.09 kilonewton meter. So this is the bending moment, isn't it? Okay. So I want to. Okay, no problem. So this is the bending moment. Now we have to check whether this provided thickness 200 mm is sufficient for this bending moment or not. Okay. So now check. Step number 3. I think it is step number 4. Check provided thickness of wall for bending moment. So what is the provided thickness of wall? So this is your wall. Okay, I will show like this. Then this is your vertical steel provided. Okay, so provided thickness is 200 mm. Now what is the effective cover? You have to assume the effective cover 50 mm. So provided effective depth is 150 mm. So this is your provided effective depth. It is 150 mm. Provided effective depth is 150 mm. Okay. 200 minus the effective cover, you get the effective depth. Okay. Now what we will do? So bending moment is equal to RBD square. Bending moment is equal to RBD square. So what is the R? So we know that R is equal to sigma CBC by 2 into K into J. Now what is the K? K is equal to M sigma CBC divided by M sigma CBC plus sigma ST. And what is the J? J is equal to 1 minus K by 3. All these coefficients you have to calculate. All these coefficients you have to calculate. So I will calculate first K. I will calculate first K. Okay, what is the K? K is the coefficient of neutral axis. K is sorry, M sigma CBC divided by M sigma CBC plus sigma ST. So what is modular ratio M? So modular ratio M is 280 divided by 3 sigma CBC, 280 divided by 3 sigma CBC. So what is the value of sigma CBC for M20 grade concrete? 280 divided by the as per IS 456 page number 81, the M20 grade concrete having a sigma CBC value 7. Sigma CBC value 7. So 280 divided by 3 into 7, the value is 13.33. You have to put 13. So modular ratio is 13. Now modular ratio is 13. Okay. So what is the next? What do you do? The next is, what is the K? K is 13 into sigma CBC 7 divided by 13 into 7. What is sigma ST? So Fe250 is given. Fe250 means the value of sigma ST is 115. Value of sigma ST is 115. So it is 13 into 7 divided by 13 into 7 plus 115. Okay. So it is 0.44. It is 0.4. K is 0.44. Now what is the J? J is 1 minus K by 3. So J is 1 minus K is 0.44 by 3. So 1 minus 0.44 by 3 is 1 minus, I will take 0.44 by 3, it is 0.85. 0.85. Now what is the R? R is 1 half. R is sigma CBC by 2. Sigma CBC by 2 into K into J. I will write here. Sigma CBC 7 by 2. K is 0.44. J is 0.85. So 7 by 2 into 0.44 into 0.85. So this is 1.309. 1.309. So this is the R. You have to put this R here and find out the depth. So 14.09 is the bending moment. So M is equal to RBD square. So 14.09 into 10 raised to 6. R is 1.309. Always width of ball is 1000. Peripheral width of the ball. What is the depth required? What is the depth required of the ball? So 14.09 into 10 raised to 6 divided by 1.309 into 1000. Okay. Under root of answer, it is 103.74 mm. So this is your required depth for this bending moment. This is your required depth for the bending moment. Our provided depth is 150. So it's okay. So our provided depth is 150 mm. So required depth is less than provided depth. So our wall is safe for the bending moment. So our wall is safe for the bending moment. Okay, isn't it? So I want this bending moment value is 14.09 kilonewton meter. Okay. S. So this is the satisfaction. This is the satisfactory check for the thickness of fall for the bending moment. Thickness of fall for the bending, isn't it? Is it clear? Now what you to do? Now in next you have to provide the vertical steel. Now step number 4 is completed. Provide the vertical steel. Step number 5. Provide vertical steel. Vertical steel is calculated as AST is equal to bending moment M divided by sigma ST into J into D. So bending moment is 14.09 into 10 raised to 6. Sigma ST is 115. J is 0.85 and D is 150. D is 150 already. We have provided this. So 14.09 divided by 115 into 0.85 into 150. Yes. So the 960.95 mm square. 960.95 mm square. Okay. So what is the AST minimum? AST minimum is 0.3% of gross cross-sectional area of steel. You have to check that. Sorry. This AST should be less than the AST minimum. So 0.3 divided by 100. Width is 1000. Thickness is 200. So 3 into 2 is 600. 600 mm square. So AST minimum is 600 and AST for the bending moment is 960. So your AST for bending moment is more than the AST minimum. So don't worry. You have to provide the AST 960.95 mm square for the bending moment steel. Okay, what to do? Next is assume sufficient bar. Assume 10 mm bar diameter. And what is the spacing? What is the spacing for this steel? What is the spacing for this steel? I will calculate. 5 by 4 into 10 into 10 into 1000 divided by 960.95. It is 81. It is 81.73 mm. Say as 80 center to center. So the bending moment steel is 10 mm bar diameter, 80 center to center vertical. 10 mm bar diameter, 80 center to center vertical. Is it clear? So I will rub this. Bending moment steel and thickness check for the bending moment is satisfied. Now you go for the hook tension. Now step number 6. Hook tension. Now the hook tension is calculated. The hook tension is calculated as coefficient. Coefficient into gamma W into capital H into diameter by 2. So this is the formula. Okay. The formula is available on page number 35. Coefficient into H into gamma W into R. Radius is given there. Radius is given diameter by 2. But again this coefficient depends on H square upon D into T ratio. So H square upon D into T ratio already they are calculated. 4.7. Diameter is 12.47. Thickness is 0.2. I think it is 8.85. Already we have calculated this. Okay. Now you go for the H square upon D into T ratio in between 8 to 10. Okay. Now you have to go on page number 35, table 9. I will check it again. Page number 35, table 9. Correct. Page number 35, table 9. On IS 3370. On IS 3370 part 4. So what is the maximum value for 8? I will check it. I will check it. Yes, I have checked the I scored. H square upon D into 2 ratio is maximum for 8 H square upon dt ratio is 0.575 at 0.6 H. Okay. And what you have to do, you have to check the maximum value from that row. Okay. Neglect the sign. And for 10 it is 0.608 at same height. At same height. Okay. Now you have to interpolate. You have to interpolate. Okay. So what is the intermediate value? It is 8.85 at this value. So this is 2.608 minus 0.575 is 0.033. 10 minus 10 minus 8.85 is 1.15. What is x? 1.15 into 0.033 divided by 2. So this is your 0.0189. Now you have to deduct this x from this value. Okay. So what is your coefficient? So coefficient is 0.608 minus 0.0189. It is 0.5891. Now your coefficient of hoop tension is 0.5891. This coefficient you have to put in this formula and find out the hoop tension. Hoop tension T is coefficient is 0.5891. Okay. Gamma W is 10. Height of 4.7. diameter is 12.47 divided by 2. So what's the hoop tension? 0.5891 into 10 into 4.7 into 12.47 divided by 2. The value is 172.63 kilonewton. For this value you have to provide the hoop steel as well as provide the thickness of the, check your thickness of wall. So I will check it again, 0.5891. Please check this value is 10 into 4.7 into 12.47 divided by 2. It is 172.6. It is correct. Now step number 7, provide hoop steel. Now directly provide the hoop steel. Hoop steel is AST hoop is T divided by sigma ST. T is 172.63 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 115, because Fe250 is given. So 172.63 divided by 115. So it is 1501.13 mm square, and you have to provide the 12 mm diameter bar. Now what is the spacing? What is the spacing? So spacing is expressed by 4 into 12 into 12 into 1000 divided by 1501.13. It is 75.34 mm. So say as 75 mm center to center. 75 mm center to center. Isn't it? 75 mm center to center. Isn't it? Now you have to check the provided thickness for the hoop tension. Okay. So check provided thickness of wall for hoop tension. How it is checked? I think this is step number 7. T is equal to 1000 into T plus m minus 1 AST hoop into sigma CT. Okay. So T is already, we know that T is 172.63 into 10 raised to 3. Okay. 1000 into, you have to provide the thickness is 200 mm. Provided thickness of the wall is 200 mm. Now model ratio is 13 minus 1. Hoop steel is 1501.13, and you have to find out the actual value of sigma CT from this formula, and you have to compare that value with sigma CT permissible. So I will calculate it now. Okay. So so this is 2.63 into 10 raised to 3. 1000 into 200 plus 12 into 1501.13. So this value is 218013.56 sigma CT actual. So what is the value of sigma CT actual? 172.63 to 10 raised to 3 divided by 218013.56. Okay, so this is 0.79 only. 0.79 megapascal. So 0.79 megapascal. So this value is less than sigma CT permissible for 1 M20 grade concrete is 1.2 megapascal. Sigma CT permissible for M20 grade concrete is 1.2 megapascal. So our wall is safe for the hoop tension. So our wall is safe for the hoop tension. Now what you have to do, the last step, step number 8, base slab. Assume thickness of base slab is 200 mm. Okay, provide the AST minimum. AST minimum is 0.3% of gross cross sectional area for concrete. It is 600 mm square. 0.3% of gross cross area of concrete is 3 into 600, and provided 10 mm bar. Provided 10 mm bar. What is the spacing? What is the spacing for that? So I will calculate pi by 4 into 10 into 10 into 1000 divided by 600. It is 130. It is 130 center. So the design of a base slab. So design of base slab is thickness is 200 and 10 mm steel 130 center. 10 mm steel 130 center. So this is the complete design of your rigid base water tank using IS code method. So what is your design? Your design is thickness of wall is 200 mm, diameter is 12.47, hoop steel is 12 mm bar, diameter 75 center, bending moment steel is 10 mm diameter, 80 center, and base slab 200 mm thickness and 10 mm bar, 130 mm center. So I will fastly show you exactly how to provide the how to show the reinforcement details. Okay, so this is your water height. Okay, so we know that freeboard is 0.2 meter, height of water is 4.5 meter. You have to show the cut line like this. So thickness of wall is 200 mm, thickness of base slab is 200 mm. Okay, like this you have to show. Now how to show the reinforcement details? In the wall? So this is the inner face of the wall, this is the outer face of the wall. So in bending moment the coefficients are negative. That means at inner phase the tension is developed. Okay, at inner phase tension developed. The bending behavior of the wall is like this. So you have to provide the bending moment steel first. So this is your bending moment steel. This is predominant force. For that you have to provide the bending moment steel first at inner side. Okay, so this is your bending moment steel. So this is your vertical bending moment steel. Vertical bending moment steel is, it is 10 mm diameter, 10 mm diameter, 80 center to center. Then you have to provide the internal hoop steel. So this is your hoop steel, isn't it? This is your hoop steel in zigzag manner. So this is your hoop steel. Hoop steel is it is 12 mm diameter, 75, 12 mm diameter, 75 mm center to center. Okay. Now you have to provide the base slab steel. So base slab steel you have to provide it in two mesh. One mesh is at top, another mesh is at bottom. Okay. Like this you have to show. Like this you have to show. Isn't it? So this is your top mesh. It is 10 mm diameter, 130 mm center to center, both way. Okay, both way. And this is your bottom mesh. This is your bottom mesh, same 10 mm diameter, 130 center to center, both way. I will write it here. Both way like this. So like this you have to show the reinforcement details. Like this you have to show the reinforcement details, isn't it?